long way down. This do you? I think. Yeah, it is. Ah. Well, I don't think you can get through, can you? Because of the road flooded. I don't think you can get through in a car.
No.
God. Well, at least the sun's come out, hasn't it? Well, it is a class of the tarmac road, this, but I think it's going to sea. Well, it didn't used to be like this. I think it's, you can see, it is tarmac, but you can see all this growing in the middle here. What do you want to go first? Well, I think it's supposed to be a walkway, not a cycleway. It's a little bit narrow, this. Don't want to cut your corners here. Still in it, go. Well, I'm into well, I've seen a few red admirals around here, but nobody with a kilt on yet. A twig. Did it pick that up then? Well, I don't know how we picked that up. No. We're stuck in the bottom jockey wheel. Yeah. Well, it should in theory be easy this, because we just keep left. Before we had to find our way over to that, the start of that slugging thingy, right Vaughan. I was just thinking that as I look at the school. Probably not now, is it? Drive on track going that way. Just so you can remember, you know, if you come on your own.
Yeah, I remember. When you're back to chair, I'm still coming out.
Yeah. You've got about 10,000 miles on the clock. On the tarmac road, and then that should go along the side of the lock then. Right, yep. Well, that was lucky. Just met him in the right place there. Oh, what was that then? It's a bulldozer or something. Where could he be going? I think might have a Loch Garten on this sign here. I'll tell you when it's near enough so I can read it. Yeah, top, set it to the top, you see it? Yeah. 2 miles, 2 1/4.
No, that's Boat of Garten.
Oh, that's only 3/4 of a mile. Oh, that's not too bad, is it? It's a wider road, this, look. Yeah. There it is over there. Yeah. Well, the road was really close to it in places. Yeah, what about this? You can have a look to see if you can spot an osprey. Oh, look at this. Don't get off your bike on the left.
Oh yeah, well.
Yeah. In fact, if we go across to that bit there, so be leaving it there. Oh, it's a bit windy, isn't it? Let's set this off now. Loch Garten. Yeah, famous for the what they called osprey. No doubt we won't see any. No, I can't see any. Yeah, I mean there could be something in here, but we'll ignore this one. You've got 2 9s on now, have you? Well, you might. It depends how far it is. What's it on? 99 what? Oh, 996. Oh, aye. Well, yeah, you'll see the 1,000 miles before we get back now. That's what did it awkward, isn't it? Oh, you don't. What, last block? That's unusual for you, isn't it? Well, I'm down to 31%. I'll be down to 1 block in all in a bit. Well, if you got a 10-mile range, it's plenty that. Said that. Sometimes say car can't. Is this it? Oh, we'll go down and have a look, see if we can find this track. Oh, it's down there, look. Yeah, that must be it there. Now, I thought we were right at the side of the loch up there, and yet here we are going right downhill. Oh, we didn't go up in the hill away from it. Well, I can see it over there. Well, that's a bit strange, isn't it? I'll take it down here. Well, I don't remember going uphill there on that road. And here we are down at lock level again.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon. A bit warmer here. It's freezing over at Glenmore.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a bit warmer here, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we may have come along this track before on our other bikes. It's a few years ago. Oh, do you hear that? Still not right, these gears, you know. I mean, I fiddled with them. Oof. Now then, that's a good question. I wasn't expected to split in two. Oh, let's just follow this track here. Oh, hang on a minute. No. No, I think that goes right down around the bottom of that lock. Yeah. I seem to remember seeing a dotted line on that map. Yeah. Yes, quite pleasant now, isn't it? Yeah. Aye. Well, this is pleasant, isn't it? The dappled sunlight coming through the trees. Certainly is. Well, I think lying on a bed in hills all day is better than being in Oldham. Bed in hills is alright if you've got an itch on your back. So this track must come out on the B970. We'll keep going, you never know, it might just Right, well if this is Loch Garten, we're wrong. I'll tell you what to do, just keep going. It should end up back at that car park. We'll get back on the road and just keep on it till we get to B970. There's no point in going back because we're just going to get lost again, aren't we? Can't be a dead end, can it? No, it isn't. Turn left here. Oh, you'll be alright. What's that in? Tour? Yeah, thank you. Well, this is taking a bit longer than I thought to. Where did we go wrong, Ollie? Yeah. Big changeover imminent. Aviemore National Nature Reserve. So we're in front here. So just keep on this road now. Forget all other instructions. Forget everything else now.
Yeah, forget all that thing.
Yeah. Sure, lodges for sale or rent there. Anytime now, eh? It's longer than you think, a mile. Right, here we are. To you, yeah. We're in November 18 you bought it. Lowest range you've seen on your bike? What's it been down to? The lowest range?
Yes, probably.
Oh, uncharted territory, is it?
Go back to now.
Well, it's all pretty level all the way back. Pretty flat along here now, so it shouldn't use much power. I say it's quite flat along here. Well, you could turn your power off now and conserve it a bit. Just turn it off and see what it's like. Right, up here it is. Right. You can hardly get lost going this way because I don't think there's any turns off it, is there? Yeah. Listen, that bloody pannier rattling around. Oh, you're not running out of stomach juice and all, are you?
The old battery's going.
God, everything's falling to bits. Oh, God. Or free wheel wherever you can.
2 miles.
Oh, it's plenty that. When you get to within that go-kart place and it's within pushing distance, isn't it?
Pushing? Really good pushing. I'll sit there when you take it over, charge it a bit.
Oh, we'll be sat there for quite a while. Well, I should just go in a lower gear, it'll be easier for the bike then. Well, stop at the top of this hill here. So you're actually feeling oh, your energy's gone, has it? I'm alright. You're back. Let's have a look here. Where are we now? 533 plus 30, that's 563 miles. So 29.3 miles we've done today.
I know.
That's, what did I reckon, about 25 all told.
They're famous last words.
Yeah. So what have you got in there then?
Got bad to say when I got this morning. I thought maybe it's just a ride a lot more looking back.
Well, if you're going to go out on a bike ride, you better off making most of it, aren't you? Hold on then. So what are you on there? 1 mile range? Well, that's interesting. Let's have a look at your...
Right, bloody interesting to you, not to me.
So you've done 69 miles since I charged the battery up. 1,003. So you've got an extra little one there to keep you company. See, if I were you, I'd switch the power off.
I'd rather have a little extra one on my battery, to be honest.
What is it? Tank on, that's it.
Oh, I'm on Ellen power.
Oh, you've turned the power off.
I don't want to hold a bit left when I get back. I don't want to feel a right shove. Try to get up that hill when it's at camp.
Well, there's nothing wrong with pushing the bike up and hill. Plenty of others do it, isn't there?
They're downhill, eh?
Yeah. mean, look at these, there's no power at all here, these lot. Oh! Oh. Thanks. I'll tell you what, you're lucky here, look how flat this is. Of course I've got mine in climb, I don't believe in struggling.
I'm in bloody Ellen power here.
Well, you got bigger legs than me.
Shorter though, more compact.
Shorter? What do you mean on early wise? It's certainly not early. Oh, look at that there. Well, I don't know. Another track. Riddled with them, innit? Right, we've got another battery now. So this is what we ended up at. Well, we've got 1,005 miles on. So let's see. So she's done 72 miles on that charge. And no miles range. Well, that's never been done before. I am, well, I'm down to 7%. Well, that's plus 30 that, so that's 566. 31.9. Right, now, hang on a minute. Let's just get the battery. I'm going to take this off again. And we'll just see if it's remembered that. No. No, so the trip has gone down to 9.1. And that's gone back to 513. No, it's not right, is it? It's going to have to go back. Oh dear. Well, I don't know. Right, now then. Here we are on this track here. This is the third attempt to film this. And I'm going back to the start on the cube and look what's happened. The chain's come off and it's gone down that gap. Oh my god. This is unbelievable. This has never happened before. Why has that come off? I mean, I've just been pedalling along there. I just started pedalling and off it came. Right, I'll have to just put that then. Come on, put your come. That's it. Oh yes. Right, that's good. And back on it goes. Right, well I don't know if you can see that or not. Well, that was pretty easy, weren't it? I can't believe that's just happened. Now the reason, no, we're back on the road. So the reason this is the third attempt, the first attempt the battery went flat in the camera, right over there before we got back to the site. All this was unfilmed at the end of a Loch Garten film. The second attempt is today. I turned the GoPro on up there, I've got back, I've transferred the film, and there's nothing on the actual card. All you got is the volume, so you got the sound and nothing else. Just a blank picture with a tiny little bit up in one corner. Well, I'm not very impressed at all, so I don't know whether this is still working. Let's just textiling. So I don't know what else is going to happen here. I'm determined to get this done. Is it the gears? It's the gears, isn't it? There's something not right here. See, I've not got it on the actual crank, have I? Oh no. Oh no, I don't believe this. Well, what can I do? This is unbelievable. So I've just put it back on, but it wasn't on. It was in that gap. That little gap. I don't fancy getting the hands full of oil. There's something, I think this ride is jinxed. Yeah, we're on plot 13 and all back at the site. So for some reason it's jammed. What's happened there? Something wrong, isn't there? Well, that's it. Right, I've made it. But where I thought I'd got the chain back on, I didn't. What had happened was, it went down that gap there between this and the crank, and it jammed itself down, and I've had to get the long nose pliers and prise this away all the way around to get that out because it was jammed, it wouldn't move. But anyway, we're okay now. Oh. Well, we don't want that happening so often, do we? So I'll put the camera in its holder now. And we'll set off now where the original battery on the first bit of film went flat. We'll carry on back to the site now. Now I just said text Ellen. What the hell was that? Now I can't understand why that chain came off the crank. It's never done that before at all. Why would it do it? I mean, the chain's clean, the cassette's all nice and clean, it's well lubricated. It's just doesn't make sense at all. So really that's the first time that the Q has blotted its copy book. I mean, I'm just assuming that this camera is filming, but I've got to the point where I don't trust this anymore. I mean, the Carrera Vulcan would developed a fault that they couldn't put right, so I get the money back for that. The motorhome's been in for a damp test and it's got damp, so it's going to have to go in and have some work done. Cube was the only thing that were keeping me going, thinking, oh yeah, nothing ever goes wrong with it. I mean, I know it's a bit bumpy along this track, but that bit where it came off quite smooth. I was just pedalling and up it came. Now, when Ellen Scott, we've actually sent for a little item that you can put on that stops the chain from coming off on one side. It's I've had to modify it to make it fit, but it can still come off, but not if you're pedalling forwards. So that little shield, instead of just having a crank wheel there, they've put this sort of a circular cover in front of it, and it's because I thought, oh, I'll take that off, but when I looked, the four fixings are just round domes, so I don't know how you get that off. So I've had to bend it to get the chain out. If I hadn't done that, I'd have been pushing it all the way back. And I have to say, the electrics of this bike, I don't want to speak too soon, but the only thing that seemed to not give me any trouble on bikes, isn't it? This Bosch battery and then Bosch drive motor and everything. And the brakes are wearing down on this, which is understandable, but you can't really say they're faulty, but they're really good. Yeah, now then, just have a look at this, you. Now, what is this doing here? Now, what would you say that was? You recognise any of it? I don't know, it's a, is it a van or, it's getting on a bit. I mean, the handle there might be a clue to somebody, but I don't know, it's a transverse engine or not, that. I don't think it is. No, yeah, it is, isn't it? It's a transverse engine, so it could be, it's not a Mini, is it? No, surely not. Right. Well, it's a bit of a devil when you can't recognise something because it's that badly scrapped and rusted away. See, I really belted along this track, and I'm just wondering whether that was anything to do with it. Whether it's just shaking it off the crank, but it'd have done it here, wouldn't it? Well, if we had smell-o-vision, you'd be saying, what the hell is that smell? Well, I think I'm just downwind here of I think it's the, could be Aviemore tipper, it once was. It's just over here on the right hand side. Yeah, there's a smell of methane gas in the area. Dear me, that's not good. Got another gate here. You know it's filmed it, but so we had a segment of 21 minutes from when I turned it on to getting back to the motorhome, and it had a little. It started off with a proper picture, then it all disappeared into one corner, and the rest of the screen was blank. So all you could see is a little bit frozen, and then all you could hear then was just the sound all the way back. Really odd. I mean, that windless camera, you know. I mean, I know I used to turn it on to record, and sometimes it had turned off again. But other than that, it was fine. When it did film, it filmed. It did a good job. It was only 50 quid. We were talking about a £255 camera here. Aviemore Kart Raceway. Well, last time I came past here with a camera rolling, recording sound only, we were racing around this track. So I thought, oh, that'll look good on film. So they're all gone home now. Thank you. The bell's not very loud, I'm afraid. You could say that I'm not the only one who must have trouble with the chain coming off the crank, otherwise they wouldn't make these little tools to stop it happening, would they? But we're talking about, if we'd got that tool for this bike, it wouldn't have fitted, because the down frame going down to the actual motor splays out at the bottom. I mean, that one of Ellen's on the Scots, it was only just a bit bigger than a normal crank, and it only just about fitted around it.